Hi there, I'm DeDe, and in this session we'll do 30 minutes of seated balance, stability, strength, and flexibility work, all utilizing a squeezable object. So I'm going to use a soft, squeezable playground ball. You can use one of those. You can use a rolled up bath towel. You'll use it in the cylindrical shape long ways. If it's between your knees, between your hands, or behind your back, you'll turn it sideways. You can also use a roll of paper towels, something like that, something that's squeezable and easy for you to hold on to and maneuver around. You'll also need a sturdy armless chair, some athletic shoes, and some water to hydrate yourself. Make sure there's plenty of space around your chair, and make sure that you don't do anything that doesn't feel right for you. So skip something or try one of my alternative modifications if what I'm doing doesn't work for you. All right, let's come to a seated position. So you're sitting up tall, your knees are over your ankles, your feet are straight and even with one another, and your back is tall. If your head is forward, bring your ears back. Let's take the arms down now. We'll roll the right shoulder around and the left shoulder around. And then we'll start to bend the arm. So the elbow's leading the way, up and around, and around. So squeezing a soft, squeezable object, that helps us with a lot of things. Grip strength, core strength, hip stability, muscular endurance, muscular strength, and all those things help us with balance. So now let's start to circle the arms around. And if we have good balance, then we can move through our lives effortlessly, independently, safely. Now both shoulders, up and around, up and around. Now lead with the elbows. Now take it easy, we're going to just straighten the arms a little more. It's like you're drawing circles on whatever is out to the sides from where you're sitting. Go slower if you need to, that's always okay. Four more, can you make it a little bit bigger? Keep your elbows bent if you need to, but if you can straighten them, go ahead and do that. One more. All right, arms come down. Now we inhale, our back is straight and long, hands on the legs. Exhale, hinge forward. Again. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. All right, now we sit up, we inhale, the palms face forward as the arms go back, and then the hands come together. Lift your chest, and then let it drop down a little bit. You can look up a little bit, as long as your ears are over your shoulders so your neck feels comfortable. And if your neck doesn't like that, then don't look up. One more. All right, hands are down. Now we tap the toes, first the right, then the left. Lift your toes up high. Now faster. Right and left, right and left. 8 more, 7, 6, Now we alternate our heels. Slow it down again. Right heel, left heel. Right heel and left heel. Let's bring the arms down, and then we'll alternate opposite arm, bending at the elbow as the heel comes up. So throughout this whole session, we're going to breathe. We're not going to hold the breath. Even if you're concentrating or pushing or pulling, which we're going to be doing with our squeezable object, we're not going to hold the breath. Now we go quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Feel the calf muscles working. Some of the arm muscles too. Some of our core muscles across our waist and our back working. Now can you let your arms go a little straighter? Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. One more. Now let's march. Hold on to the chair, right, left. Now every once in a while, check in with your posture. Make sure everything's lined up and you're tall, reaching the crown of your head up a little closer to the ceiling. Lift up. Now if you don't need to hold on, you can add your arms back in. It's always okay to hold on, one hand or both. But if you don't need to, then move your arms. Can you feel your body temperature coming up? I sure can. March for 3 and tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. So we're just tapping the toes down. How about if we tap out in front, like that? 1, 2, 3, tap out in front. And just like we did last time we were here, how about if we straighten the arms a little bit more? And then we reach. Reach. You're still lifting the crown of your head up, right? Toward the ceiling. Four more. And 3. Now just the march. Right, left, right, left. Now march your feet out a little bit wider. You can go out as far as your legs being in line with the corners of the seat of the chair. Right, left, right, left. All right, now we stop. Inhale, hands on the legs. Exhale, hinge forward, just like we did earlier, but the feet are wider now. So it's a little different for the pelvis, the hips. So your back stays straight the whole time. Now we add a twist. This shoulder drops down. Twist. Now as we twist, we reach the downward dropping shoulder side across. So hands on your legs and then reach your hand to your opposite leg. We want to keep these bending muscles supple And we have to warm them up, of course. We always want to be supple enough to do the things we need to do in our everyday life. So like bending down to pick something up. That's something we do on a daily basis, right? See if you can touch your shoe. If you can't go that far, that's okay. You just go as far as you can. Remember now, you're not rounding your back to get there, so maybe you're just touching your calf. That's fine too, as long as you're reaching down. You're still dropping that shoulder. We have 2 more. Now we keep the feet wide, hands on your hips. Let's do a torso circle. Lean toward me. Lean to the side. Lean back. Pause. Feel the contraction and then reverse. Lean toward me. To the side. Lean back. Pause. Keep breathing. And then reverse. So even though we're moving all around, let's pause, we're still keeping the back straight and long. Reverse. One hip is lighter than the other at times, but both hips are still on the seat of the chair. Feel your back muscles contracting. Feel your waist and back muscles contracting. Feel your abdominals, and then reverse. All right, come to the center, shoulders down, and then we punch, punch, punch. So try not to let your shoulders right up. Push your shoulders down and lift the crown of your head. Twist from your waist, and keep your legs solid and stable. Now go faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now when we're going faster, if it feels too fast, as I said earlier, you can slow down. You also don't have to turn your head because that can start to make you a little dizzy. Keep looking forward if you need to. Now quick, quick, slow. So we go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. So because we're going slow now, you may feel okay turning your head on the slow one. Slow, quick, quick, slow. How are the shoulders? Are they getting a little fatigued? Are they down away from your ears? Are you keeping your legs as stationary as you can? We have 4 more. Quick, quick, slow, 2 more. All right, now we press the palms together and we go side to side. Across, across. We'll be doing lots of pulling and pushing, some of it with our hands, so we want to warm our wrists up. Separate your hands now, circle around in one direction and then the other. Now I just want to draw to your attention that our elbows are staying in place and we're moving from the wrist joints only. 2 more. Okay, I think we're ready now. Let's locate whatever we're going to use for squeezing, put one hand on your leg, and then bend down and pick it up. So we'll start with it behind our back. It's between the back of the chair and this part of your back, which is your lumbar spine, that low back curve. So pin it between that low back curve and the back of the chair. For me, I needed to scoot back a little bit. You might need to also. If you're using a rolled up towel or a roll of paper towels, it's in this orientation right behind you. All right. So feet on the floor, body is straight from the hips to the ears. Now we press back and compress, and then we sit up. So I know you might be tempted to push with your hands, but for this, don't push with your hands. Push back with your back muscles instead. If you feel okay here, try one or both arms across your chest. Now you may feel your abdominal muscles are contracting as you lean back. Because of our relationship to gravity, they might be. But really the prime mover, or the main muscle group that we're working, are some of our back extensors, the ones that help us have better posture and better strength, better golf swing, all the good stuff. Now we're just going straight back, so you're not turning at all. And the shoulders are relaxed. We have one more. Now we separate the feet a bit. Now we turn a little bit to the right. So we turn to the right and press, and then back to center. Now a little bit to the left and press and center. Now we're not going back super far. I don't want to tell you how many degrees, because you wouldn't be able to determine that anyway. But we're leaning back enough to where you feel the effort of the compressing of whatever you have behind you. Can you feel it? Can you feel how it's different now that we're turning from side to side as we compress? Maybe you feel it a little more on one side than on the other. One more. All right, hands on the legs, compress back and hold. Keep breathing though. And then release, do it again. Compress and hold and breathe. And release again. And one more, compress and hold. All right, now compress and hold and stay here. Now we turn to one side, we're still breathing. We turn to the other side. We come back to the center and release. Let's do it again. Compress back. Now we'll turn to one side. Come back to center, still compressing, still breathing. Turn to the other side and then come up. Let's do it one more time each way. Compress back, turn here and center, turn over here and center and up. Last one. Compress back and turn to the center, to the other side, and then come up. All right, take that out from behind your back, walk your feet back in, place it on top of your legs. Okay, we're gonna start by pressing with our hands. Stack one hand on top of the other, press down, release. Now we're keeping our torso relatively stationary. We're using our arms to do this. Press, release. So we're using some triceps here. We're stabilizing through our shoulders. And you might feel that your core muscles are switching on, using some chest muscle too. Using arms, not too much torso. Now reverse the hand that's on top and go again. Press. Try to hold your hands flat. Keep your wrists straight. 4. One more. All right, hands not stacked. Press down, hold here, breathe. Release, do it again. Press down and breathe. Release again. And release one more. All right, now hold on to your object. If it's a roll of paper towels, a rolled up towel, or a ball, just hold on to it. Keep your back straight and tip forward. Rest your forearms on your thighs, tuck your chin in. It's just a little stress release for our back muscles. Now remember, stress isn't always bad. If we stress our muscles in the right way, they come back stronger and with more endurance. So not all stress is bad, but stress to our nervous system, that might not be the good kind of stress. All right, let's come up. Now we put the ball between our knees and we separate the feet so we have a plumb line with our shins. So depending on the size of your squeezable object, you may have your knees and feet a little closer together than I have mine, or further apart. Now we do this: compress, release, compress, release. Now we're not helping with the hands, but we are starting with the hands here. Hands are just going along for the ride. So where do you feel this? In your inner thighs and groin area? That's where you should feel it. So some of these muscles help us stabilize our leg within the hip joint while we're doing things like walking, running, climbing. All right, squeeze and hold, and keep inhaling and exhaling. Release, squeeze and hold again. Release, 2 more. Compress, compress. Relax, 1 more. And relax. All right, bringing our ankles and knees together now, and put the ball on top, or whatever you're using. Roll of paper towels in this orientation. Rolled up towels, same in this orientation. And then we'll place our forearms on top. I like to turn mine sideways because it gives me more space for my chest and my torso. You can have yours forward if that's better for you. All right, now we have to bring the shoulders away from the ears and lift up through the crown of the head. Keep your feet driving into the floor, and then we use the torso to compress down and relax, compress down, relax. So now earlier we used the arms to do the compressing, but now we're trying to use our torso muscles. So just kind of hold your arms in that one position and pull with your abdominals. Now we push down and hold and breathe, and then release. Again, hold. Release, 2 more. And release, 1 more. And then relax. Okay, once again, we're holding on to our object, separating the feet a little bit, tip forward. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm reminding you to continue to breathe while you're pushing and pulling and holding is because if we don't continue to breathe, it can spike up our blood pressure a little bit. And we don't need that, especially if we can offset that by continuing to breathe. All right, we're coming up. Ankles and knees together. Place your object on the outside of your knee, and then you're going to do 2 things. You're going to pull with your arms, and at the same time you're going to push with your legs. So we go push and pull, relax. Push and pull, relax. Reach the crown of your head upward. So it's helpful to exhale, maybe through pursed lips, or just through your mouth or nose. You don't have to purse your lips. It's also helpful to exhale during the exertion, or the hardest part of the move, which is the pulling and pushing, isn't it? 2 more. All right, relax and roll your shoulders. All right, let's go to the other side. Right here, sitting up tall, pull and push. Relax. So together, the equal parts of pulling and pushing create not much movement. Are you noticing? So you can get contractions without a lot of movement. Typically, those are referred to as isometric contractions because we're not necessarily big time shortening or big time lengthening any of the muscle fibers. We have 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. All right, then we stop. Put the ball or whatever you're using behind you, and then we'll slide forward a bit, separate the legs about shoulder width. Shoulders back, inhale, hands on your legs. Exhale, tip forward and twist. And then we switch, slow and easy. Tip forward and twist. Slow, one more time each way. And then the last one of these. Okay, let's take our object now and set it down. So put your hand on your leg to support. If you need to use both hands, then support with your forearm on your leg. Set your object down and then press with your hands to help yourself back up. Now, let's go to a wide stance. We're back in the center of our chair. And then we'll turn sideways, holding onto the chair for a lunge position. And then we'll slide or wiggle the back foot back. So we used our hip flexors a bit, especially when we were warming up. So we want to stretch them. Shoulders down, ears back. Push the heel back and hold here. Front ribs are drawing in instead of poking out. All right, now keep facing this sideways direction. Take both legs around. Anchor your legs there. Don't let them shift from right to left. Tall and straight with your back and turn. Look over the back of the chair into a twist. Now if you can, grab the back of the chair with your hands. Otherwise, one hand is good. And the other hand can be against your legs. Let's come back to the center. Step out to a wider stance once you get to the center, and then we'll turn. Slide or wiggle your back foot back as far as you can while you hold on. And then we push the heel back to the degree that works for you. And we're pulling the front ribs in. So by stretching our hip flexors, we're actually helping our low back to feel better. Because if hip flexors are tight, it tilts our pelvis in a way that is sometimes not comfortable for our low back, our lumbar spine. So we're helping our low back here. And then we'll step both legs around to the side. Anchor them here, don't let them shift around. Tall spine into your twist. And then let's return to forward facing. Sliding close to the front edge of the chair, moving your feet forward. One leg is straight or straight-ish, and then you're hinging forward, hands supporting. Try not to change the shape of your back here. It's still Neutral, that means straight and long. Come up, switch legs. Feel that down the back of your straight leg. I hope you do. That was a stretch for our hamstrings. Sit all the way up, scoot back. Make a fist. Bring your little fingers against the sides of your hips and draw your elbows back. Puff your chest out. Keep your shoulders settled. And then release your arms down and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. So how do you feel now? Do you feel like maybe you have more stability in your body? You have greater core strength, some muscular endurance? I hope you feel all those things, because all those things together can help us be better at balancing and moving our body through space. As usual, thanks for joining me, and until next time, be well.